Hey guys, welcome back to the Sierra Science Show channel, and today we are doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. I figured that I would get this video out of the way, and also it would be helpful because I keep on alluding to things that nobody knows about me, and hopefully this video will help you guys get to know a little bit more about me and how I am as a reader. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. Also, don't mind my hair, it needs to be washed, but we're just gonna go with it today because I don't have the time. So I'm just looking up the questions online, and the first question on the Booktube Newbie Tag is, why did you start this channel? So here's something that I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background. I've referenced this, I think, in my last two videos at some point, but I have been on YouTube before. If I look familiar somehow, it would be really interesting if I did, but I had an animal channel. I was doing videos on hamsters, guinea pigs, fish. I grew up with a lot of animals, and that's what I was doing. That was my childhood. I was making YouTube videos about pet care. After I had my last hamster and he passed away, I was just like, okay, at the time I started high school, so this was like 2014. I was like, okay, well, high school is in effect now, and I just don't have enough time. Like, I think I'm done. I say all that to say that this is not my first time on YouTube. It's just been my first time in a while, and I made this channel just because I love books, I love reading, and I have a blog, but sometimes blogging is limited. Like, I feel like as bloggers you can tell that like there are certain things that you can't get across in words that you could get across in a video, and I've been running into this problem for like the last year now where I'm like, oh, I really wish that I could just talk about this, like, instead of writing about it. Like, let me just get in front of a camera and rant because I either love or hate this book, and here's why. I basically made this channel just to be able to do just that, just talk about books instead of having to write. And I don't know, like, I'm not sure where I see this channel going, I don't know, but I wanted to give it a shot, and it was also like an opportunity to get back into YouTube and video editing, which is something that I've always loved to do. So if anything, I guess I made this channel to rekindle my passion for YouTube and also video editing. That was a lot of words, and I was trying really hard not to pause. Okay, enough rambling. The next question is, what are some fun and unique things that you could bring to Booktube? So if anything that I think I could bring to Booktube, I think that I can bring a unique editing style. I mean, it depends on the video, obviously. Like, this video probably won't be overly edited just because it's just me talking and explaining things, but I think that I have a cute editing style, and I think that since I've been doing YouTube or I have a history of doing YouTube for a couple years in succession, I kind of figured out what my style is, what I like, what works, what is distracting, and like, I don't know, I just think that my creativity in video editing is something unique that I can bring to Booktube. And I mean, like, if we want to be serious, I also bring this face. I'm kidding, okay, next question is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? So like I said, I think the thing that I am most excited for about my new Sierra Science Show channel, that is booktube/planner stuff, is just being able to creatively express myself through reading and also through my planner and stuff. Those are things that I've been doing behind the scenes without a camera in front of me for years now. This is just something that I am passionate about, and I'm like really excited to be able to like bring that in video form and hopefully show you guys like it is authentically something that really makes me happy, like genuinely makes me happy. And I just think like it's nice to finally have this opportunity to like express that. Alright, next question is, why do you love reading? Alright, so we're gonna be a little bit cliche this time. I like reading because it is literally an escape. Like, and especially as when I first started getting into reading, probably around late 2014, early 2015, when I started first like really reading again. I just thought that it was so fun. Like, it was so fun being in different worlds and getting to know different characters and like getting to like experience all these like different abilities that are not realistic and can't happen in real life. It's just fun, and it's just fun to be in another world for a little bit, and also you learn so much from reading. I know I'm a better writer because I read, and yeah, like, I think reading in general, like, why I love it is because it has really helped shape who I am in certain ways. And like, without reading, like, I'd just be bored, and I wouldn't have my blog, wouldn't have this YouTube channel. Like, I don't know what I'd be doing if I didn't read. What book or series got you into reading? Oh, this is a tough question. I don't know what book or series got me. Oh, no, I totally lied. The book series that as a child got me into reading, like before I kind of like had that weird limbo for a couple of years where I didn't read unless I had to for school, that series was called Seekers, and I don't know which side I'm gonna put it on, but the Seekers series by oh god, what is it called? Hold on, I gotta Google it.
Pseudonym.
Okay, that's not how I thought that was pronounced. Anyway, the author pseudonym is Erin Hunter. I don't really remember the author that specifically that has contributed to that series, but the Secret series. Guys, that was my favorite book series. I have all the books. Every single one of them. I read the entire series. I think there's like 8, okay? And then after that series, I got into the Survivor series, which is also under that synonym. They're both adventure books about different animals. The Secret series was about bears and the Survivor series was about dogs. Anyway, I know the most popular series by that person or that group of authors was the Warrior Cats series, but I honestly never read it. I'm sorry if I just offended somebody. I know somebody's like screaming right now, like how have I never read the Warrior Cats series if I read Erin Hunter books, but I digress. I stand by my decision. I really love the Erin Hunter like Survivor and Secret series, and those are what got me into reading. Are you serious? My page just closed for no reason. Okay. Alright, next question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Ooh, this is a good one. My favorite booktubers, what would I ask them? I think if I wasn't like awkward and like scared to approach people, I'd just be like, hey, we should talk, and like my question would be like, hey, do you want to like do a reading-a-thon with me or something, or like, you know, like a buddy read, because I think buddy reading is like really great, especially for booktube. It'd be so much fun. But yeah, so like I guess just like asking to like maybe just get to know them or collaborate or something like that, just because I want more booktube friends, but I'm scared, I'm awkward, and yeah, next question. I swear we're getting to the end of the list. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I definitely think the hardest thing about starting a booktube channel is going to be thinking of video ideas, because I can do tags all day long, but it's like if you've watched a million of them, they just get old, you know? So it's hard to think of original things to do. And I also think it's just going to be hard to get this channel off the ground, because booktube is a small community, but it's not tiny. So there's definitely some like booktubers that are like, if you think of booktube, this is who you think of. And like I think that there's a tendency in probably every community, not just booktube, but in every community there's a tendency to stick with what you know and not really give the spotlight to new people. So I think that definitely getting this channel off the ground and like actually building an audience is going to be difficult. And then in order to do that, you have to have content that's like fun and original and exciting and stuff, and that's always challenging. But I mean, it's a challenge that I'm willing to take on because I'm excited to have this channel, but that's probably the hardest thing that's gonna happen with this channel. Third to last question. When did you start reading? I already kind of answered this, and I said that I had this weird limbo in between probably like grade school and like sophomore year of high school, or like late freshman year of high school, where I wasn't reading. But I want to say that I started reading consistently and actually picked up book blogging as a hobby started in 2015, because I know for a fact that I made my blog Sierra Sanisher in December of 2015. It was either December or November, but late 2015. That is when I started reading consistently enough to start a blog. Second to last question, we're almost there. Where do you like to read? Am I stereotypical by saying my bed? I feel like anywhere else to read is kind of uncomfortable. I mean, unless you're like sitting on like your couch or maybe like a really comfortable chair, but I definitely spend most of my time in my room, so my bed. All right, guys, we have made it to the last question. Let's finish this. What kind of books do you like to read? I am very stuck in my ways. Okay, so I really love YA and dystopian, okay? Those are my genres. Those are my genres. I stick by them. I'm not a romance reader. I'm not a new adult reader. I like some nonfiction, but I don't have enough to be like, oh, I am a nonfiction reader solely. I am definitely a young adult contemporary die-hard fan and also a dystopia fan. I am slowly working my way into the fantasy genre. It's just like a lot of the fantasy books that are popular in BookTube and in Bookstagram in general are like freaking huge volumes of books where I'm like, I kind of struggle to read like 400 pages. I got nervous trying to read Spin the Dawn because that book is 390 pages and I was like, don't know if I can do it. But so yeah, so I really think that I'm working my way into fantasy, but I think right now my genres that I am sticking to is YA contemporary and dystopia. We made it! We did it! We did it! That is the Booktube Newbie Tag all done. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a little bit more about me and why I started this channel. My bun is really irritating me, so I'm gonna go now. I will see you guys on this channel next Sunday. Bye!